Hello, and welcome to the Dragon Ball Super Series review / discussion. We will be, talking about our opinions on the whole series of Dragon Ball Super and what we thought, could have been improved, could have stayed the same, everything like that. I'm one of your hosts, Dean Kaminsky. Joining me today is, on my left, Nathaniel Redden.
Hey, this is the part where I always screw up when I
He says it.
As
This is the part where I...
On my next... Oh, no, you got more? You got more to say to that?
No,
That's it?
He's done. He's done.
On my next left, we've got Keena Johnson.
On a new watch that I found, Finders Keepers.
Oh,
Double watches.
That's
Stealing
my
watches.
watch. It's in my house. It's not
No.
Finders Keepers.
Dual wielding.
Oh, I'm just taking this new laptop that I've And on my furthest left, Shannon Hagler.
Hello.
Hey.
Is he in your
Jeez.
furthest left, or is he straight ahead of you?
Or am I on your right? Because everything goes back around anyway.
Well, the question is, does it fucking matter? We'll be, as I said, reviewing the series of Dragon Ball Super and, discussing the things we liked, things we didn't like, what could have changed. We'll most likely be talking about how Dragon Ball Z was better.
I think the most interesting discussion will be, was GT better?
GT.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, GT's so much better.
Oh. Well, technically I haven't seen GT.
I don't think
Well,
I know the gist of the
that
story.
whole conversation
Anyway.
was going to go, is GT better? No. Alright.
Move on.
Anyway, but before we do that, we have some housekeeping. Housekeeping. So just check out the Amalgam show. That's our main show that we do on the channel every
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
I keep changing the times around to get better view counts, so it's not consistent.
Well,
I also fucked up last
I
week,
don't know if it applies to YouTube, but I know with Instagram, Sundays after 6 is the best time to post to get the most.
Well, that's when we record, so...
Yeah, so it doesn't really... Unless we want to record like a week in advance,
We could,
we could, but effort.
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on
algorithm
timing. Yeah.
Instagram?
No one knows how the YouTube algorithm works, let's be fucking
Not
honest.
even YouTube knows how the YouTube
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Sorry, YouTube.
You just have to be a Paul brother. Come on. So yeah,
Change my last name.
watch that. We talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Change your
Pop
last name to Paul.
culture.
I'll change my first name
Things we care about.
Fake.
Pizza time episode. Is that still a thing? How's
We
that going?
want to officially
Okay.
do a finale,
Well,
but we haven't talked about it.
let's not talk about it too much.
Alright.
There's some things in the works. Me and Keena are discussing it.
Will it be up
We have
this
to
week?
organise it with Kyron.
Will it be up this week?
It won't be up this week.
No, there's no pizza.
No,
No pizza time this week.
not a chance.
But
Basically, it's the longest hiatus until the finale.
stay tuned because
Things are gonna get pizzery.
Timey.
And very infinity. You'll find out what that means later on. Anyway.
Infinite Pizza. We got sponsored.
very infinity. Okay. So yeah, if you have any questions on this show or the other shows, comment below, or you can email us at amalgamshow@gmail.com or amalgam show. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, Dragon Ball Super. So the setting.
I'll do this bit.
You got this bit?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, because I'm gonna leave that to you.
Yeah, he's gonna pass that one
I'm gonna
off.
leave that one to the
That's
professional.
nice. Yeah, I'll leave that.
Basically,
Good idea.
the setting, right?
Yeah?
So Dragon Ball Super is set between...
This has to be the quickest, like...
Yeah, basically I'm just providing background.
was
It's
a
set
long
between the
series.
10-year time skip, so there was never any dramaticness to the show, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Because it was just, they all go to the martial
It was
arts
like, what, a year after Boo?
It
It
was,
probably didn't end it on that, really.
yeah. It's weird because Battle of Gods is 2 years after Defeat of Kid Buu. This is meant to be 6 months. Super is meant to be 6 months after the Defeat of Kid
Well,
Buu, but
maybe-
Tarbal exists, which is a year after. So they fucked the timeline once again.
Well, maybe...
But the thing is with the movies is they're never technically canon.
No, but
Movies are never technically canon, so
the series itself is meant to be like a quick retell of it, so it is then canon.
yeah.
Well, the series is canon.
The series is
the
canon.
movie
Yeah, I'm not
says
saying
this.
the movie then becomes canon, I'm just saying
the movie version
what
of what
happens
happened
in the movie
is not
generally becomes
Yeah.
canon, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. Move on.
That's how
But
it...
basically, I don't
Shoots
know.
it.
It
Don't
just,
touch my ball, man.
yeah.
That's my
That was
It's
such a good
interesting because it went
scene.
Dragon Ball, the entire original anime run was a Wednesday night show, so that's why it was all bloody and gory. This became a Sunday morning cartoon at 9 a.m.,
Which made me a little sad,
which is why
to say the least.
Jiren coughs up.
Which is why Dragon Ball Z is better. And Jiren was part of a bukkake.
I want the blood and gore. You sound like
It
you
should
sound
have-
like
it should
wrestling
be blood.
fans. Anyway,
It was released 2 months after Resurrection F came out, the first episode, which explains why there's so many animation issues.
But it was announced like years before that.
No, it wasn't.
Not
It was
yet.
announced like months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like before
Oh,
Resurrection.
Like,
there was
as-
theories.
Because everyone kind
There
of
was
shat their
theories.
pants about Frieza and like Resurrection. And
Yeah,
then they were like,
as-
oh, we can make money? Okay.
yeah. As Resurrection F was coming out, was
Yeah.
when the actual like, hey, this is gonna lead on into an actual thing.
Yeah.
Because I saw F in the cinemas here in
Oh.
Australia. I really enjoyed that
We'll
movie
brag about it.
because it was a good, nice nostalgia trip. I went to the cinema and they had like full cardboard scales of Goku and Vegeta standing there in like their Super
Like
Saiyan
3D
blue.
scales or just like...
Just cardboard like
Cutouts.
pictures, but like
Right.
they were to scale, like if they were. Like,
Because I saw this video, completely off topic. I saw this video of someone making like Teen Gohan when he's like halfway through his battle of him and Cell, and it's like they slowly make him out of cardboard, and it's like a 3D model.
That's
It
pretty
looks
cool.
It looks awesome.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
no, they just
Probably
had,
should have
yeah.
shared that to the group chat so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah,
No, that's pretty cool. But
Um,
they just had 2 cardboard
and it
cutouts.
ended up being like that tall. So normal teenager size, but you know, ridiculous muscles.
That's cool. Yeah.
So the production of the show was that Akira Toriyama writes just a basic outline of the show,
Yes.
gives it to Toei Animation, and the other one to Toei Taro. Toei Taro writes and draws the manga.
Yep.
Toei does whatever they want.
That's why they're similar but not the same.
Yes, but they all have the same beats
Yeah.
for the most part.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Toei uses a team of writers as opposed to just Toei Taro being stuck in a room by himself.
I'm curious how he would
bastard.
have done the Tournament of Power finish.
Finish, yeah, we'll find out because
Yeah.
he's up to
'Cause
the
he's-
second chapter of
Yeah,
like,
he's
the
a couple
actual
weeks
fight.
behind. Yeah.
Yeah. Jiren's actually fighting from the get-go and kicking people out because he can.
Oh,
So
just straight up, like he's
yeah, like people are straight like within seconds are getting eliminated.
That's
that
Like
makes
the
a
manga
lot
version
more
is
sense.
so like fast-paced, and this tournament
Well, it makes more sense to have Jiren fighting from the start.
Yeah.
Like when he's sitting there like, oh, I'm only here to take out any key players. It's like, well, everyone's technically a key player.
Yeah.
because this is the 10
you're-
strongest people from that
Yeah,
universe.
Like if you're there and you're not fighting like these people, at the end of the tournament it was quantity over quality. Didn't matter how strong you were, if there were more people, you're fucked. Yeah. You're gone. So
So yeah, anyway,
it
That's
would make
true.
more sense, yeah.
yes. Wait, what's this?
They're your notes.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I wrote this like months ago.
I've made a mistake.
Months ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like this was.
Months ago?
He's got an inside
You
scoop.
watched the series months ago?
Yeah, his uncle works for Toei. Feeding him.
My dad is actually Bill Gates. I'll get you kicked off Xbox Live.
I'm not on Xbox Live. Boom.
My dad is not Bill Gates. I'll get you kicked off PlayStation Network.
That's not hard.
Toei omitted stuff that was in Toriyama's outline, like Goku Black being in Super Saiyan, like 1.
Yeah, I saw that. He was
That's in the-
fighting Vegeta.
Yeah, he's Super Saiyan 1 in the manga, but never in the anime. He just goes straight to Rose.
Well, that was his like god.
It's his Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
It kind of did still make sense in the anime because it's like, oh, he just went Super Saiyan because he's already a god.
Wait, so the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan isn't like a generic thing?
It's
So,
because
like-
he's a god. He can. It's the
He was
pure
a god.
version of that.
So
Yeah, so he was
stole-
Rose, which
yeah.
was the pink one, which is probably same.
Basically, yeah, he stole Goku's body.
Just
but
as
he
a
was
heads up to
god.
everyone watching this, I haven't watched all of Super, so I'm just going to be asking questions and
I know it's
getting
not
a different
canon, but-
perspective.
I'm probably gonna get rammed for this as well.
By who?
You guys. I played the Minecraft version of
That's not canon.
Dragon Ball.
No, everything's Minecraft.
What is it? Dragon Blocks?
Dragon Block C.
See?
Yeah, like craft.
Like craft.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Blocks.
Damn it,
And
Minecraft.
the creator of that basically made it, because there's like a good and bad system of it. So it's like, if you're good, then you get sent up to King Yama.
Mm-hmm.
If you're bad, you go straight to hell when you die.
Yep.
And to get rosé, you need to be bad,
Excuse
whereas to have blue, you need to be good.
Yeah.
Again, not completely canon at
That's
all.
not
but,
how
like,
it works, but
No,
It would
but
be
like
a good
so the
explanation.
idea is that the rosé and the blue version that we
because he was
normally see
evil,
is actually
It's the same
it's the
form.
same thing but different.
it's because
Yeah.
Zamasu
Because
Also what I'm looking
also,
for.
like, even
Because the
though...
Mars
a different
is actually
manifestation
God.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even though Vegeta got his ass kicked in blue, he went and trained for 2 years, technically. Was it 2 or 1?
I think it's just the one.
Maybe 1. I don't know.
Anyway.
But he went and trained, he came back, and he completely destroyed Goku Black.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
With no different form, no nothing. Like, it was the same form, but he still destroyed him. So, they're technically on the same level. It just depends on how much you train.
It's the same
Right.
thing as like it's just Super Saiyan for the God form. Like, and they just split
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, in Toriyama's version, Vegito never came back. That was a Toei move. Like, that's just fan service. Get Vegito back, and then
What do you mean he never came back? Like, he never came back to the
in
future?
Toriyama's original vision, Vegito never came back to fight Merge the Master.
Oh, Vegito.
Yeah,
I thought you
Vegito.
said Vegeta.
No.
I was really confused.
Was
then.
I saying Vegito or Vegito?
I don't know.
Vegito.
Okay.
Doesn't really
I-
matter at this point.
Yeah.
It's Vegito.
You meant Vegito.
Yes, Vegito. And then, but yeah, Toei's like, let's get some money and
Right.
make this
Well,
break
I mean, that's...
Crunchyroll.
Look, everyone wanted that.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to see fusion. It's kind of sad that they never made Gogeta a thing. Because he's still technically not canon.
Yeah,
He's
he
like-
isn't.
Anime
Well-
movie.
No, he's not canon. He was only in Fusion Reborn.
And
that was a
GT.
movie.
and GT.
The GT, that's what I was thinking.
That's not canon.
Yeah,
It's not canon.
It's not really.
Super Saiyan 4
It
is
should
not canon.
be.
None of it is canon.
we'll see how they go. Because
Yeah,
what
There's
they've
too many contradictions.
but
like,
what they've done is that they've placed the probably get to this later, but they've placed Super in between Z and GT.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
but
Technically.
there's stuff that's
So
the
there
timeline is there, but
There is a way for them to
the
do
original
it.
creator never had anything to do with
Yes,
it.
he
I
did.
know, but it's a cluster.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah, Toriyama
he
had
did
something.
like original.
I
Planet
thought he was
designs.
just like, oh, I don't want to do this, and a bunch of writers were just like, ah.
No, he gave the sketches to them,
Yeah,
right?
he
Like
did
original
sketches. He did
sketches.
the GT logo.
Didn't
He
he
did like he basically did the
design-
first arc of GT.
The
And that was
GT
it.
logo.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like Dragon Ball, but with GT.
yeah. He did like he designed
What an
Goku,
effort.
Goku, Pan, and Trunks. He did planet designs. He did like.
I didn't
Hero.
like Trunks' outfit. What the fuck was that scarf?
He did it again in Super.
What?
He likes it. I don't know.
Yeah,
What?
But no, but
when
the thing
did he
is,
give him that scarf? What?
He's got the little bandana thing in Super.
Yeah, that was cool.
was it? That's cool.
That was cool.
It just reminded me
The
of-
thing is,
The other one was like black with like purple, and he had
Yeah.
his skimpy little
Something-
shorts.
That sort of
I was
stuff
like,
always
what the
kind of
fuck
like
is this?
relates back to one thing that I read up about a while ago about how Goku went to Great Saiyaman because he was so traumatized by the Ginyu Force.
Yeah.
Future Trunks sort of did the same thing with Android 17. He
Yeah.
has the bandana
Yeah,
now.
got the bandana, yeah.
yeah.
Also, for Gohan, it is the fact that even like most 16-year-olds want to be superheroes, and he legit has the power to be.
Yeah.
To be a superhero.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like...
No, but like his poses and
I feel
everything.
yeah.
Well,
his
that's
poses and, like,
Japanese
yeah.
superheroes. That's
Yeah.
Super Sentai. That's Power Rangers. Just we don't have that in a
So then why was the
West.
Ginyu Force like that? Were they technically superheroes?
Yeah, it was like straight up like his
Oh.
Toriyama's children loved like Power Rangers and shit like that. And he's just like, okay, I'm alright in the story, but they're bad.
And then we'll kill them.
yeah, murder
Because
them.
I'm so sick of them talking about Power Rangers.
It's like
No, but the thing is,
Toriyama walks into work. What are we doing today, boss?
We're
Draw the Power Rangers, kill them off.
murder them in the best possible way.
We don't want them here.
But the thing is, they like. I know it'd be a clusterfuck to do, but
God, I need to pee.
the ability is there to bring Super back, like to bring GT
Yeah.
back into the
Oh,
fold.
yeah, they could. Yeah,
Basically, what they've done
they
is
could
that
write anything the fuck they wanted
that,
to.
like the way they've done it, like Xenoverse is different timelines. Just,
I'll be back.
Xenoverse
Okay.
is like done like it's just a separate timeline. But and there are like in the Goku Black Arc, they've set up that there's like 8 time rings, and every time a new timeline is created, a new time ring exists.
Right.
So you could basically just have a divergent point. Like
Yeah.
GT is straight up one timeline of this universe. Like
Yeah.
Trunks' 2 timelines are.
It can be done. So there's still hope for us Super Saiyan 4 fans.
Yeah. Or you can watch Heroes and just watch SS Blueverse.
I would
Or
rather
you could just watch Broly Super Saiyan 4, Broly Super Saiyan 3, Broly.
rather forget Broly, to be perfectly honest.
Do you not like Broly?
Not a fan.
Adult Gotenks.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
There was a time at one point where Toriyama, I think it was around the Goku Black Saga, that he wasn't satisfied with the anime's quality, and that was when it was riddled with just plot hole issues, like Trunks just randomly can do the spirit bomb, just bad animation for like the longest time. He hasn't talked about it since the Tournament of Power arc has started, so he'd probably like, maybe it's better, but we don't know. Do you guys have a favorite theme song for the show? Like, basically there's two. There's the Chozetsu Dynamic, and then there's Limit Breaker X Survivor, which are both great.
I think I preferred Limit Breaker X Survivor because Chozetsu was always like, they did so many spoilers within the arc. Like, in the intro, they like let out so much, and they're just like, oh, so this is the bad guy. Trunks comes back. There's blue form. Even like the very start, he goes God. So that's also implemented into this. Like, they spoilt it all in the intro. And Chozetsu. But in Limit Breaker X, it was just sort of like, there's a lot of mystique behind it. And then they were like, then they used all that.
Kefla is straight up in that, in the opening, and no one realised it. We just thought it was a bad, like,
well, we all,
Caulifla.
like, to begin with, we always thought, like, not Caulifla, but we thought Kale was the one in the universe, because you remember way back, we're like, oh, the Saiyans in Universe 11. The female... No, but like way back, because when they did that trailer... she was in with the Universe 11 crew.
True.
And we were like, oh god, she's in with Universe 11.
I didn't think
but, wasn't it like, they created the female Saiyan, which was Kale. To be like Broly. But then Akira Toriyama wanted Khalifa. I think he wanted to create the first female cauliflower, whatever. He wanted to create the first female Super Saiyan.
I think Toei probably came up with Kale's design first.
What I do.
And then Toriyama came up with cauliflower around the same time.
And then, so that's what we thought to begin with. And there was this, and
would you rather I say Goku or Gokyu? Huh?
Gokyu doesn't make any sense.
Neither does Khalifa. It's a Khalifa.
Khalifa.
When there's an L.
Me a Khalifa.
But anyway, do you have a favourite intro? Like El Chozetsu or
Limit Breaker X Survivor?
I mean, I've been watching a lot of the Tournament of Power one, which is the Survival one.
Survivor's great. Like, it is, for me, a hype song.
What was before that? Was it just the
it was just the other one.
So were there only two intros?
The one that went you know that one?
Nah, definitely the Survival one.
I like both, but Limit Breaker's so
Look,
hype.
the original, obviously, is pretty good, but Survival just had a lot more going on.
Can we talk about, though...
I don't like how they used it in the fight scenes.
Yes. What was your favourite ending?
In all honesty, all of the endings were fucking awesome. They all were a nostalgia trip, especially the first one.
I don't know.
Like Goku.
What was the first one?
The first one was Goku through Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z, then Dragon Ball Super. And it was just like him walking, and then slowly he like got older, and things happened, and it's like...
Wasn't that the last one?
That was like one of the recent ones as well.
Yeah, they did that as well. But like the very first one where he's walking, and he starts off, and then he gets to Kami House, and then he grows taller, and like it's a silhouette of him. And then right at the end, they are all there, and Goku has Goten on his lap.
See, I really liked the one with Bulma driving in the car.
I really like that one.
That's probably my favourite one.
That one's called Boogie Back.
Yeah, Boogie Back. That was
Boogie Back. It's a great name.
That's because that's the name of the song.
It's a great name.
Boogie Back.
I've downloaded the theme song soundtrack, and they're all great.
Yeah, they're all...
Except it doesn't have the last two songs. Because
See, they're not as good without the
We
video.
gotta talk about the real
well,
OG.
it's the full song, so it's like new lyrics as well. So I'm like, yeah.
We gotta talk about the real, like, the best theme song in all of Dragon Ball history, and that's Vegeta's theme song.
I'm not going to talk about all of them. But you know, I really like Haruka, which is the one with the Goku and Gohan at the final song.
Like right at the end. But
For me, it was calming. Like after so much like intense like episodes of just like Roshi's episode.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's just like it's nice and calming, and that's why like when the special happened, I was looking forward to that song, just like release the hype.
Well, I feel like that's part of the reason why so many people thought Gohan was gonna do something for the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, fuck.
I think the start of Super, they released so much in their intros and outros, whereas, like, by the end of it, they stopped doing that and created a lot more mystique.
I mean, a lot of anime, that's how they do their intros. Like, they'll show a lot of the series synopsis in the series.
Yeah.
In the intro rather.
Yeah.
They kind of, a lot of anime, they tell the story of the entire series in the intro.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it until you get to the end, and then you watch the intro back, and you're like, oh shit, there's that bit and that bit.
Yeah, exactly. Especially Naruto, like, you will notice that a lot, mainly in Shippuden. I'm not sure about...
Death Note does it as well, but in, like, abstract form. Where you're like,
ooh!
And when you get to the second opening, it's like, then they add in the new characters, and you're like, oh shit, and then same thing.
But a lot of them are very open with how they want to make the series go, and I feel like that's part of the reason why a lot of people speculated Gohan was going to be a large, like, key player in this whole thing.
Okay.
Rather than being a sacrificial piece.
Yeah, that's why, like, for Dragon Ball, I don't really pay attention to intros, outros anymore, because they don't pay off. Like, if there was, like, I think for, like, most anime, there's a manga to work off, and that's where the intros get their inspiration from. Super's just fucking for the whole time.
That's went on for a little while.
Yeah,
That's what's
he
always
got
like
caught.
that.
He got caught in the middle there. He had to commit. Yeah, I like it. We're gonna do it. Commit.
Alright, let's move on.
Insert songs, which is basically just an instrumental of Chozetsu, and then Ultimate Battle, which is the...
Question: if it was Gohan instead of Frieza at the end, would we have preferred that?
No.
Like,
No,
if
I mean, like, the way
they'd done
they
it
did
differently, so like, I don't know if they were both Super Saiyan or
For
something.
Gohan to have been there at the end, that entire story needs to change. The whole reason Frieza at the end works and makes sense to a degree is because Goku picks him. If Frieza was the sacrificial lamb, then what's the fucking point? You could have picked anyone. We could have gone with the Cyberman from last week when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
You could have picked anyone. But the fact that he picked Frieza means that the story has to go that way. If they had come up with another 10th person who wasn't Frieza, who wasn't a bad guy, then yeah, Gohan should have been at the end.
I thought the final three was going to be Goku, Frieza, and Gohan. And Gohan was going to be in the 17 position. Like, 17,
I mean, that could work.
I mean, I
17's
two-
voice sounds
two
cool
things-
though. So.
two things about Dragon Ball as a whole that kind of annoy me is, one, I hate the short shrift they always give to Vegeta, and I hate the short shrift they give to Gohan.
You know what they would have...
They always...
He beat a main villain.
They could have done something that would have been
Whereas
really
Vegeta never
nostalgic,
has.
though.
Yeah.
They could have done something really cool with the Goku and Gohan thing. Like I'm not saying Gohan reaches it to the end in this situation, but like imagine if Goku's doing a beam struggle with someone, then Gohan comes up behind him.
It helps him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's corny, but
it's the other way around.
it's corny, but people
mean,
wouldn't
Because
love it.
Goku was exhausted by this time because
Yeah.
he'd gone
Yeah.
through Ultra Instinct.
The thing with Gohan, though, is that, like, yeah, he got to beat a main series villain, but then, like, the next series after, he's immediately...
Well, that was the
Shit.
thing. Originally, he wanted Gohan to take place of Goku, like being the main person of the series. But then everyone gave him a lot of backlash for that, and he was like, "Oh fuck! Well, Goku needs to come back."
Fuck you.
Yeah, that was.
Fuck you if you didn't. Fuck
But
you.
that was the thing. They were like, "Oh, well, we'll make him like so much stronger, like Super Saiyan 2. You know, he's going to take on this new thing only at the age of like what, 14, 12, whatever."
He's younger. He's the same. The thing I like about that, Gohan defeats his first major villain, goes Super Saiyan 2, at the same age that Goku started his adventure. Goku is 12 when he finds Bulma.
Is he? I
Yeah.
thought he was like
Yeah.
10.
No, he's 12.
Fuck.
Yeah, they draw him to look a lot younger,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's
only 12.
He's only 12. Yeah,
There's
So
a thing-
Yeah, that's the
it was
thing.
designed to be a cool thing, but it wasn't, and they keep doing that to him. Like,
But that was
he's just
the
a super nerd now, and I hate it.
That was the original plan.
always a
and now
super
he's,
nerd,
yeah.
though.
No, but he's just a super
Yeah,
nerd
yeah.
now. Like, he's not. There's always like I saw one of the scenes from Super where Piccolo is talking to Gohan. I think it's before the Tournament of Power, or maybe during. But Piccolo's like, "You've always had this power. Like, you need to
that
you need
was
to let
during
it go."
training, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit! Does this mean he's actually going to do something?" No.
Oh, that was the other thing that they never like expended on.
Gohan's new form.
Yeah, Gohan was like, I can reach a new form. And then
You have to keep in mind the voice actor for Bulma died. And that's,
That thing.
I feel
Well,
like they were going to
that
continue
was.
after
I
this.
feel like that probably.
I don't think Bulma's voice actress's death had anything to do with it, because I'm pretty sure the
No.
cancellation happened before the...
No, I think
feel
that
like
threw
they
a
had
spanner.
more of a plan after the Tournament of Power. Like they were going to be
They were
like, okay, we
leaning
finished
towards
this,
that.
and now
Like,
we're
they
going to
were-
do so much more after this. But now Super's ended, and Bulma's voice actress is dead.
Like they didn't have a backup voice actress. They didn't have her afterwards.
I know, but
which is something that
it
they would
doesn't-
usually do. They would
yeah.
usually go back to
And,
Bulma, and
yeah.
Bulma would be like, "I'm
Yeah.
Bulma. I was at the start of series 2."
Instead, they had the flashbacks where she was
Yeah.
saying nothing. Like not
like
flashbacks, it was
I felt like regardless of whether or not she was involved in the story plots that we wanted to go see,
they couldn't have
an
continued.
actor's death during a production is always going to throw a spanner in the works,
especially
to some
Japanese
degree.
anime.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't, they wouldn't
Like,
continue
it's
that.
Japanese is
Yeah.
all about the respect.
Yeah, no, it's like straight up like voice actors in America and Japan are how we treat live action celebrities.
Yeah.
Like Masako Nozawa is so revered.
Yeah.
Like people love her because not only is she Goku, Gohan, Goten, Goku Black, etc. She's also a bunch of other anime like characters.
Yeah.
And people love her like the same way that people love Meryl Streep, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's basically a god amongst men over there.
Yeah.
And she's amazing too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely hurt it. Like, you can feel it. You can feel it in the show, too. You watch it and you're like, oh, they're just rushing through stuff. Because I'll bet you no one wanted to be there at that time. They were just like, we should stop. Because because Japanese culture is so much, like...
Respect oriented.
It's all about respect and reverence and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it would have been hard for the production team to continue on with this thing, knowing that there was probably big chunks of story and plot development around Bulma that were necessary that suddenly have to just disappear, and you get this sort of mishmash. I think they did what they could. It's about as good as I could expect.
The only thing I'll throw against that argument is that production for the movie started last February, so they've had this movie planned for like a year at this point.
That's a movie.
Yeah, but movies always take away from the anime team. Like even in Z, when they were making the anime and the movies. Like
the movie's not about Bulma.
No, I'm not saying anything like that. Like it's just like what
there
I'm saying is that the series is going to end. Like they were planning to wrap the series up at some point.
Yeah.
Because the movie was in production and they know it would take away from that. The other thing is that they cast a new Bulma before the series ended, but it was basically they cast a new Bulma so that they can keep doing stuff for like Heroes and other video games, and probably for the next series. But they just wanted to so they probably could have used her if Super wanted to continue, but the fact that they wrapped it up because of the movie's production.
It's a congruence of things though, because like yes, they cast a new Bulma, but they would never have had to do that if Bulma's voice actor did not pass away.
Yeah.
Like, and that's resources, that's producers, that's casting directors, that's directors.
And they took their time
taking their
her.
time to try and cast someone.
Yeah.
That's all people away from the studio doing things. Because I'll bet you that it wasn't just we'll put out a casting call, we'll get like 10 people in, we'll pick the best one. I'll bet you there was a long process of that, of like, get other people in from the studio, like, do you think this sounds right? Do you think this is right? Do you think that the previous voice actor would appreciate this new... Like, it would have been a whole thing. And so, like, Super, at least towards the end of its life cycle, had a lot working against it. The fact that they actually even put this thing out is a fucking miracle.
I mean, you have to keep in mind, they hinted at a lot of, like, new sagas. Like, they hinted at Oob, they hinted at Gohan's
I'm not saying,
Reform,
like...
They hinted at Sadala, like, all of that. It was all going to happen, and they've now ended it after the Tournament of Power.
The thing for me is that the reasons this ended is not because Bulma's voice actor passed away.
No.
My thing is that it's the movies, it's the production schedule. Like, the movie just happened to be this thing, just like, oh, we need to make the movie, let's put our best team on it. Oh, all of our best team is working on Super. Oh, they're all being, like, stressed to hell because the turnover time is so short. Like, usually animators have a full, like, 8 to 10 weeks to work on an episode. They might get 5 to 8 weeks on a Super episode, just because from the Resurrection F to the start of Super, it was no time at all. And that's why the Resurrection F arc looks horrible, because all their talent, they went to one of the One Piece movies. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And so
it was the newer one.
Yeah, so they just had their their lower talented artists to do a retelling of a movie that just came out earlier that year, and with a bad production cycle. So what this movie is doing is basically it's a soft reboot. It's a production reboot more than a
They've also changed the art style.
art style reboot if it continues on.
I'll tell you what was kind of refreshing with this new series. It was nice to not be able to know which rocks were going to get broken. Whereas with Z, it's a little bit predictable.
You're not wrong.
But, It was a good spin on things.
That's
Okay.
great. Yep.
Back to the topic. Well, no, not off topic.
No,
No,
we
no,
just,
no.
yeah.
No,
Back to the music. Did you guys like the background music? Just the general.
I mean, like, it wasn't
as
moody,
intense, yeah.
I think
like,
the Tournament of
compared
Power
to-
arc is the best music.
compared to like Z.
Quick question. This thing is being dubbed as well as
Yes.
Yeah.
sung.
Yeah.
But it's behind.
Yeah, and the
obviously.
music's the same.
The
You
music's
don't
the
have Bruce
Because
Falconer.
that's the thing that, like, when I think Dragon Ball Z, I go back to my lounge room when I was 7 or 8 and in the 90s, and it's always that kicking electric guitar.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that I remember.
That is-
So when I hear the original Japanese, I like it a lot, but it doesn't invoke the same feeling.
Yeah.
So they haven't got that similar sort of music change
No.
as well in the Super
That
Dub.
was such a early 2000s. Let's make anime popular in America. Like that's what they were trying to do. So let's bring in new music for like
Right.
more American audiences. Now that anime is so mainstream, basically,
Yeah.
it's basically as mainstream as like superhero shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, either you love it or you don't.
Like yeah, it's
Like, if you
It's-
say
I
in a
would
crowd
say-
of people, I watch anime, either you're gonna get ridiculed or you're gonna be.
I don't
like,
think it'd be ridiculed. You'd just be like, no.
No, but that's the thing.
That's
like,
the thing,
It's
yeah.
it's either frowned upon or
I think it is
It's
far...
felt this hate before.
great.
Yeah,
It's
I think
not-
it's far more accepted than it has ever been before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it
and
is
so-
growing in acceptance.
And so now,
But there's no one on
Dubbing.
the fence. That's the thing. You'll never find someone on the fence about anime. Like you'll find people who can empathize. They'll be like, oh yeah, look, you watch anime, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't like it,
Yeah,
but like either.
but that reaction is something that is new.
yeah, exactly.
Because it used to
yeah.
be, oh, you watch anime? Like, you watch the animes?
Fucking,
it's just Japanese mangas.
Yeah. But now there's more of a, oh, you watch anime? That's cool, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
it's far more
That's very-
accepted.
So now, dubbing studios don't feel they have to change the music,
music.
so
Okay,
they're keeping
alright.
faithful to the original Japanese thing.
That's
That's
fine.
why even the music history of the dub is fucked, which we'll get into it in a different episode. So the episode count is 131. That is more than GT, which was at 64.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It feels like 180. Like, watching GT. Oh.
It is less than Dragon Ball, which is 153.
50 something, yeah.
It is definitely less than Z, which is 273, 271. Something like that. I didn't
Pretty
write
sure
it
it's
down.
73.
Yeah. And I also wrote down the the non-movie retellings is at 104. So we have 104.
So without like
We have 104
Resurrection.
original
Right. Okay,
episodes
gotcha.
Yeah.
that are
What
not
was
based on...
after Resurrection? Was it?
Universe 67 arc.
So then Copy was after that.
He's got it all.
Arc.
He's all got it all
Copy
listed here.
Vegeta.
If you
Yeah, that's after.
wanna, whoops.
What do you? What is
Doesn't work?
what
No?
after?
Okay. I was gonna say you've got them all listed here, don't you?
Oh, the arcs. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you've got the arcs listed in
No,
order.
after Universe 6 is the Patafu arc with Coffee.
So it
Coffee
was
Vegeta.
straight
I said
after.
Coffee Vegeta.
Yeah.
Coffee Vegeta.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's right. Because they were still training at Beerus's, and then Champa rocks up. That's
Yeah.
right.
Coffee Vegeta.
Copy
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Copy Vegeta. Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Um,
basically this like purple ooze that like absorbs Vegeta, spits him out, and then like
Oh.
turns into Vegeta, and he like
Oh, it's baby.
He
Right.
slowly fades away,
Oh.
and then
And the only way for him to stop it is to suck a dummy. But
well
Vegeta
that stops the
Wait,
process.
what?
So there's this key.
So it's legitimately baby Vegeta. Like that's basically what they did.
Holy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Wow.
I guess you've cracked it.
That's just what they.
No,
did
but
it.
basically, so what happens is like.
Wait, 100 episodes. You guys didn't figure that out?
No. So the only way to stop it was someone needed to defeat the copy version of Vegeta, which could go Super Saiyan Blue, and he could slow the process of him fading away by sucking on the key that opened the lock that like let this ooze out,
Right.
which also happened to look like a pacifier. Vegeta didn't know at the time that it looked like a pacifier. Like he just thought, oh yeah, if I suck on this, then it'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Dragon
It
Ball's
was
so
so
dumb.
like he was
And-
so like committed to it. There was no irony for him.
Yeah.
But like Gotenks is looking
Yes.
at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Vegeta's
oh wow,
the
he's
best.
going through all of this just to save himself. And then after Copy Vegeta was defeated, when you watch it, you'll know how. They go back to the real world and they look at Pan, who's got a fucking pacifier in her mouth, and Vegeta's like, "What the fuck? I would have died rather than do that. I knew, like, That never would have happened.
That's the best.
yeah,
That's
so,
the best.
you know, I guess, yeah, Baby Vegeta. Shannon came up with that.
Anime's so dumb.
That
back
arc
and a
is
half.
terrible. Like,
Yeah.
outside of that comedic moment...
I put the pieces together of realizing that the copy Vegeta arc is just baby Vegeta.
I mean, it was
From
it was,
GT.
It was
Baby
cool that
Vegeta.
They gave Trunks that toy sword. That was pretty cool. The rest of it, not so much, but I just liked the fact that he had a sword. He was like, wow, look at this. And Goten's like, oh, wow, Trunks, you look so
Okay.
cool with that sword.
Okay,
Let's go
so
through arc by arc.
we're gonna go arc by arc.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What
So-
did you guys watch the God of Destruction Beerus saga?
did.
Yes.
Yes, I watched that, and that
Pretty sure
was
it's dubbed up until...
The Universe 6 saga now.
Well, no.
Or
On
nearly.
Anime Lab, specifically, it's dubbed up until, like, the last couple of episodes of the...
Yeah. It's because there's
the first-
Blu-ray releases.
so I watched the first two arcs, and it was the first two arcs that made me go, because they were retellings of the movies I'd already
Yeah.
seen. And I was like, what is this shit? And just kind of
Yeah,
Just
like,
left
flipped
it.
the table and left.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the first two sagas because what I did to watch the movies, and Kyron's like, the next saga's out. I'm like, okay, let's go to that. Because I did not want to watch 27 episodes of something you can watch in 4 hours.
It was painful, but also...
It was worth it.
I will be watching
It's-
them again.
It's basically just like, there was nothing else to really do. They're out. They have like a kind of different spin on it rather than the movies.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's helpful for those people who don't have the means or the know-how to watch the movies.
Gohan does go Super Saiyan for a little bit in the series.
Mm.
And Goten is in it.
Which looks kind of cool. And yeah, Goten.
Okay,
Goten and
Gotenks.
Trunks.
Yeah.
Ginyu's in it somehow.
Gotenks. Oh, he was in the
Yeah.
movie, wasn't he?
Gotenks wasn't in Resurrection Act.
No.
Well, he
No,
was
not in Resurrection.
He was in
wasn't.
Battle of
He
Gods.
wasn't in that.
Battle
arc
of
either.
Gods.
He wasn't. Yeah, he was in Battle of Gods, but Gotenks wasn't in.
Resurrection.
He wasn't in the second arc.
No.
Okay.
Goten and Trunks show up because
Yeah.
they're like, oh fuck, some massive power level.
Yeah.
And
And
Frieza's
then
like,
Frieza
"Me?"
looks at Trunks.
Isn't
It's a big like thing, and then that's it.
Oh,
The
yeah,
kids
that
are-
thing.
The kids
Yeah.
are told to fuck off or
Yeah.
something.
That was
They
a
don't
cool
fight,
moment in the series that I thought
Yeah, it
could've
happens. It happens in the series, but doesn't
this happened in the movie, which
Yeah.
I thought was cool. That was the one thing where I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I wish they had done that in the movie of
Yeah.
like, but in the movie, no one would have picked it up. Because the thing is, when I went and saw it in the cinema, I looked around the cinema and it was like fairly full, like way more people than I thought would be there. And I looked around and realized like, oh, literally everyone in this cinema is just here because they watched it when they were a kid and they want to see like Dragon Ball again.
Yeah.
And I'll bet you pretty much everyone here, like based on the age range that was there, pretty much everyone here watched the Frieza saga and then nothing else. So if they
They're
had
like,
had
oh, Goku Frieza rematch.
yeah, basically. Because if they had seen Frieza and Trunks stare off, they would have been like, what is this shit? I don't get it. But they were all there for the Goku
How did that
Frieza.
kid kill him?
Yeah, what are you talking about? What's this
Goku
sword
killed
shit?
him, didn't he?
Yeah, Goku murdered you, bro.
I love that
Don't know why
Dragon
the
Ball
Kiwi-
fans are Kiwi.
That was literally, that was 90% of that
Fucking
cinema.
Kiwis, that's
was
all- they
Kiwis
just
and
watched
me and my fiance, and that was it.
I was going to say, Ginyu was in the second arc.
Yes, so he wasn't in the movie, but he
Yeah.
was in
What?
the second arc. Yeah, Ginyu. So
Yeah!
so
That's the most
the skinny
bullshit
purple
thing I ever
guy.
Yeah.
That's like
Um,
another reason why I didn't watch that before.
Look,
Oh, I love Ginyu.
It wasn't
I
really
hate Ginyu.
bullshit per
Ginyu's
se. It was
great.
more or less like, oh, what happened to that frog? And
Blew
now
up
it's just
on
like-
Namek!
Yeah,
No, he didn't.
No, he survived.
He was shown to be on Earth after they.
yeah. No,
after
he
they
escapes.
got,
He escapes.
He was on Earth.
Is that in Super or
Yeah,
is
no,
that...
No,
That's
it's in
Dragon Ball
Z.
Z.
In Z.
Okay.
They
He-
show him in
He
Dragon
makes
Ball
it
Z.
onto the ship that Bulma's on, like stows away.
Was
I'm
it
pretty sure.
Bulma or was
No,
it?
I thought it
was
was
it-
the Wish. When
No,
they wished
it'd be the
everything
Wish.
to be on Namek, he was just sort of there.
Was it everything or just all the
I'm pretty
animations?
sure there was like during the explosion, there's a scene of him jumping
Well,
onto
they
a
said-
ship.
They said
That
everyone.
sounds familiar, but
Well, they said
Yeah.
everyone, right?
Yeah.
And
Ginyu
Ginyu
kept-
is technically in everyone.
but did they show a scene of him jumping around on Earth?
Yeah, he was in a pond.
Yeah,
Was it that frog though?
Yeah.
yeah. Because
That
he
was-
does
that
that. He
was-
does
yeah.
that thing where like, I can't remember
Does
when
he
it is.
dab? Does
No,
he
he
just
doesn't
look at
dab.
and just like, I'm here, guys.
No, but he does that. You know,
I'll
that
see you
thing,
next.
That thing where the frog goes ah, and you can hear Ginyu like yelling, but that's all he does. Like he
Oh,
croaks,
really?
but you can hear Ginyu in the background of it.
Oh.
He doesn't say anything. He just goes ah, and that's it. Like,
Oh.
and it's like a throwaway shot. But
Right.
they definitely in Z like make it so
Yeah.
you know like Ginyu survived.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
the frog body and he sucks, but he's there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
no,
always the
well-
possibility.
Well, that's the thing. Frieza's training buddy, who just gets tortured for 3 months while he tries to train.
Yeah.
He gets stronger, which is
Yeah.
the purple skinny guy. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm so strong. Then he fights Gohan, gets punched in the gut, falls to the ground, and then a frog writes change body or change now. Sorry, he writes change now, and Jesus, very aggressive with that.
Change now!
Get it right. He writes
I am
that.
now D.
He writes that in the dirt, and then the guy's like, "Change now?" Question mark. And then
and then
they
the
change
thing.
bodies,
Yeah.
and then old mate steps on the
I
frog.
can't remember.
He's like, "I'm Captain Ginyu," and Frieza's like, "Oh, all right, well,
Oh, good to have you back.
whatever. Yeah, you're here now."
All right, I'm going to ask questions about the individual sagas,
I think
basically.
yeah. Do you have one for these two?
Basically, I want to get your guys' opinion on whether or not they're hot trash. Like, which ones are hot trash and which
Well,
ones
I
are
liked all of them. I liked them all better than the movie.
They were good openers, yeah. So,
I didn't like the fact that they were just retellings of the movie, but they did tell the story a lot better than the movie.
it was necessary to make it all canon. I mean, they could have just come out with a statement saying the movies are now canon for those two.
Yeah.
And then like going from there, but
But I think they've established a thing of like movies not canon, television show canon.
Yeah,
so let's
exactly.
let's tell
Yeah.
the story of the movies in
Yeah.
the television show.
Also,
Makes sense.
the fact that there's only 2 months between Super and Resurrection F, where they didn't have a story, so like, retell the movies, because that
Yeah.
was good
You
until they
also
actually
have-
come up with
yeah.
an original concept.
they're also like the setup for the series. So
Yeah.
you get Super Saiyan God in the first arc, you get Super Saiyan Blue in the second arc, and you get Frieza with Golden form.
Yeah,
which comes back.
which
in the
goes-
last
And you get
arc.
the god
Yeah.
hierarchy with Beerus and Whis.
Exactly.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
it just it sets
builds
the whole
on
thing
that,
up.
yeah.
Cool.
And then after that, like they continue on from the
So
the
Universe
tournament
6 sets up that.
to
Yeah.
the mini copy Vegeta to fucking Goku Black, and then
Universe 7. Tournament, sorry.
Is it Tournament of Power straight
Yeah.
after that?
Yeah, there was like a filler.
What was in between that?
There was like a unofficial filler arc where it's just like, let's play baseball with the Yamcha and he falls into the ground. There's a Raleigh versus Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, right.
The movies were technically Dragon Ball Z movies, weren't they? Not
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z Battle of God, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection.
Yes. I know. I have the Blu-ray at home.
What do you guys think of God and Blue? Like,
I liked the explanation behind it when they finally got around to explaining it.
So what is the explanation?
Basically, Blue is just you go Super Saiyan but in God form.
yeah,
Oh, so you go God form and then you stack a Super Saiyan on
yeah,
it. and you
yeah.
get
That's
Super
why
Saiyan.
it's a
Right,
it's
okay.
one of its official
treating
names is
God
Super
as a
Saiyan.
base form, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's why it's called Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
But it still
Right.
takes stamina,
yeah,
which is kind of weird. But
Right.
Yeah, that was really weird. They're like, oh yeah, it really conserves stamina, and then later on they're like, oh, it takes so much stamina, and you're like,
yeah. That's a writing fuck up.
I liked the fact that they were able to stack Kaioken onto Blue.
Yeah,
Well, Goku
going into the
was.
next saga, yeah, because it's like you
Makes me wonder though, if Vegeta ever went and learnt Kaioken from King Kai, would he be able to stack that onto the Royal Blue, whatever the fuck it's
evolution.
called?
Yeah,
he probably could
Dragon Ball.
because it's a Super
Maybe,
Saiyan
but
form.
King Kai would never teach Vegeta Kaioken.
No, never.
And
teach
also
it, but
Vegeta
I'm
would
just
never
saying,
wanna
like,
learn what a
is it
Kakarot's
possible? And
ability is.
also, if that's the case, like, what's stopping Goku from getting to that form before Ultra Instinct? Now that he doesn't have Ultra Instinct, Vegeta would still have the fucking evolution, wouldn't he?
I think it's the same thing as like
So what's stopping him?
it's kind of the opposite of like
Royal blood.
yeah, well,
Because he's a lower class Saiyan, he can't do it. Yeah. Okay.
it's kind of the opposite.
Finally, full circle.
Hey, you
He's
peasant
only been
piece of
saying
shit.
it for 20 years.
I'm just doing normal Blue to like appease you guys. I only want a challenge. If I
have a
wanted to, I
Royal
could just destroy you.
I think it's the opposite of like Super Saiyan 3 for like because Vegeta never got Super Saiyan 3. They're just giving Vegeta a exclusive form in evolution.
Yeah.
Well, they never said he couldn't. Did they?
No, that's the thing. I'm not saying Goku can't go evolution,
It's
but
more or less he just won't.
yeah, it's just like just because of the marketing
Because
reason.
again, like they
There's
never
no-
explained whether he couldn't or whether he won't. It's just he's never had it, and people have speculated. Yeah, it's too much of a toll on his ki.
Yeah.
He's a very ki-based fighter.
yeah.
Whereas other people have just said no. Well, Goku was dead when he got
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 3,
Well, that
so
was-
he's not able to.
that was the
only
main
other person that can-
explanation.
Yeah, the only other person that could was Gotenks because of fusion.
They're two
Yeah.
people.
Um,
It was too much toll
and
on
even-
the body. If you went Super
Yeah.
Saiyan 3...
But you have to
would
keep in mind
just-
he's also done it without being dead.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like they both take
And
tolls on
Vegeta's
him.
gotten a massive power boost since
Yeah, that kind of thing starts to sort of fall apart the longer
Exactly.
they let the series go. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, it takes a toll on your body. Like, well, and these other ones don't. Like,
yeah,
fucking.
like he used the thing that made him die. Like he exploded in Boo Saga and died.
Maybe that was
He
him
did
trying to
that
go
in
Super
Tournament of
Saiyan 3.
Power, and he was fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like
don't get
Ultra
me wrong,
Instinct.
he was hurt.
Fucked.
Yeah,
but
and
he
Ultra
did
Instinct
die.
is designed to be like the brink, the limit of your power
Yeah.
brought out.
Exactly.
And so, like, you tell me he can do that, but he can't do Super Saiyan 3 in that state?
And I think like now, like he doesn't want to use Super Saiyan 3 because one, like now that he can go blue, there's no point.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that makes sense, but like also there's I don't
Going
know.
back to can he? And people
Yeah.
have said yes, but he just
Heroes has said yes.
Hero just said
Heroes
yes.
just said a lot of shit. There's so much that they can do in
So
Heroes.
the next arc is
Fucking
Universe-
Bulma confused with Chi-Chi and beat the shit out of her husband. Like, I feel like that's...
Hey, I believe that.
Yeah.
I'd believe
It'll
that.
happen one day.
Chi-Chi's a fucking tank.
Yeah. Should
The
take
next
on anyone.
saga is Universe 6 vs 7 tournament,
Yes.
which introduced Champa, Vardos, Kaba, and Hit. All fan favorites.
Oh,
You don't
Hits.
want to forget about
Hit's pretty
Bottomo, okay?
Alright, well,
When
we're
he's
What
a
do you want
food.
to forget about?
we're also forgetting Frost.
Frost, yeah.
It was just
And
forget about
McGonagall.
Frost.
because what the Japanese voice actor for Frieza
Is Frost as well.
Is Frost as well, yeah.
In the English version, it's
Did they voice anybody else though? Because it was
I don't think the Japanese version.
in the
I don't
Japanese
think so. I think it's
because
just,
I feel like that's
Me-
possibly like a reason to keep them around, like keep them on the payroll basically.
maybe.
They were just like, oh, we'll bring Frieza, but not Frieza.
Yeah, I think. Also, Frost is a weird character in terms of like he's the character that follows up the Resurrection F saga, and like it's another Frieza, but he's good, but he's not. And then
So he's cooler.
No, he's like
He's not as strong as Cooler, and he's a big Soul winner. So like Soul losing.
I liked cooler.
Cool's cool.
see,
Cooler is cool.
Yeah.
Frost.
Cooler than cool. Ice cold.
Frost is basically Frieza.
Eat shit and die.
that never fought Goku. He never needed that power boost. So, like, once he never fought Goku, that was it. Saiyans never found the Super Saiyan form in that universe, so
Because
he
they're not.
thought he was the most powerful. He never fought Hit because Hit's just an assassin that goes after people that people want dead. But Frost never,
Yeah.
never had a hit on him because...
Right, because he was the most powerful.
Well, no, it wasn't because he was the most powerful. It was because he was nice. Like, people thought that he was a good person.
Yeah,
But he was doing shit behind the scenes that no one even knew. Even Kaba looked up to him. He was like,
yeah.
Frost is awesome. And then
Interesting.
Frost let everything out, and they were like, ah.
Basically, he
you're a
was
bit of a
like-
cunt.
He is basically a businessman, so he did exactly what Frieza did, except he just pretended.
But he
to be
wasn't
something.
yeah,
hands-on
he
like
did it behind
Frieza
the scenes.
was.
And again, like, he's basically
Frieza would come out of his little ship and then like
Yeah.
point at
He is,
the
Kaba-
he's
not
Frieza
Kaba.
without the power boost.
Yeah.
Because he didn't need it.
And Frost
That's
would
it.
go down and like help people, like pull him out of the mud, sort of stuff. Like he was that kind of hand.
Like, it was to the point where...
What form does Frost take? Like, what does he look
So,
like?
like,
To begin
he-
with, he was just
He was first form, and then he
So he
went...
looks kind of like Frieza, like originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
The
he
horns
went
and
to
the-
his
Third.
third form, and then Goku's
With the
like,
long head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Goku was like, alright, well, you can find me in your final form. He's like... It was to the point where... even Frost hadn't used that form much, because he didn't really know how to control it, because he never needed to.
yeah. His fear was that if
Yeah.
he went into that form, he'd kill Goku.
Like, the last time he used it, he killed someone with it.
Huh.
By accident.
Huh. That's a really interesting idea for a character.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, like, it's Frieza without Goku.
He was evil, but he didn't like actually killing people.
Well, he didn't mind it. It was
He
more or less
hired
like he
people to
never
kill.
needed to kill someone so strong.
I would think that it's probably just listening to the character you're describing, is that if he was to kill people, or he was
People
to
would
take...
catch on.
Yes, people would figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
if he was to kill people himself and actually do that, if there was a trail of bodies leading to him,
Yeah.
that's a bad thing. He wants to keep doing
That's
his
basically
thing.
it. Like, he killed
That's
one
cool.
person in his final form, and he was like, I can't use this form. Goku told him to, and he was like, well, I will, but you'll be sorry. And then he went Super
Then he was the
Saiyan,
one who
and
was
then
sorry.
he was like,
Yeah.
I'll use my needle, and you're fucked.
yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of
Yeah.
bullshit.
He had some bullshit poison needle that, like,
Oh.
made him have, like...
Yeah, he brought a weapon in. he got
basically just, like,
disqualified.
drugged him and made him all finish him style, and then he just knocked him out.
Yeah, wasn't it like Piccolo got knocked out by him, and then
Vegeta,
Goku,
Piccolo,
No,
Goku,
no, Goku was the first fighter.
So is
Goku,
this-
Piccolo, and then
Vegeta went back in, and then they got Goku
Because,
back
well,
Oh, they're after us.
Jacko figured it out. He was
Yeah.
like, he said
Yeah.
he's using something, and Beerus said, if you're wrong, I'll fucking destroy you. And then they figured out that he had a needle,
Yeah.
which hit the ref. They figured out he had a needle, and then Vegeta was like, alright, I'm fighting him, he is fucked.
Yeah.
And he just went Super Saiyan and just fucking took him out one hit. Like,
Nice.
that's
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
he's
it.
gone.
What do you think of Kaioken?
Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Yes, when Goku first
Caught me off
did it.
guard, not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
same.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
No.
When he said, oh, I was using this, like, new form! And then it was just Kaioken on top of that. I was like, still
Yeah.
kind of new form.
Well, it's cool because we haven't seen Kaioken for ages.
Yeah, it was an amazing callback.
Yeah,
but
no, 'cause-
also, it was pretty basic.
Yeah, for me, when I first saw it, because Anime Lab has weird subtitles, it says King Kai Fist.
Yeah.
It's the only weird thing that they translate.
Yeah.
And I know that's what it literally translates to, but like they don't do it for like anything else really. But anyway, like in the dub, it's still Kaioken. That doesn't make any sense. So when like they did it, it's like King Kai Fist. I'm like, what is that? Then I hear Kaioken. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Catches
like,
you off guard, yeah.
There he goes. Yep.
yeah. But there was that delay because
Well,
of the
the
weird
delay between him saying Kaioken and then the actual, like, the physical look of the red aura around him. It was just kind of like, wait, what did he say? Oh, fuck!
Yeah, like,
I like how
it was literally Kaioken, Kyle what? Oh! Like,
Yeah. TFS.
I like how they did implement like the color scale in that though, because like there was that purple aura in between.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was
cool.
No,
I
it's
should
such
check
a-
that out.
yeah, it's like, it's
It
really
was a good
cool.
time.
At
Yeah.
some point in the future, I'm going to watch all of Super and then come back. And
You have to
review the podcast.
think about it though. Goku never actually beat any main villains, technically, except for Jiren. Because
And even then,
he never fought Beerus. Like he never won against Beerus. He never beat Hit.
He didn't.
He never beat Frieza.
Well, he did like. Psh,
No, so he lost against Frieza.
Sure, yeah.
Then was fighting Vegeta, and then when Frieza was in his
Yeah.
down state, he then
Yeah.
kill-stealed.
Exactly.
Who was after that? That would have been Black. He never beat him because that was all Zeno.
That was Trunks.
He
and
did.
Trunks and then Zeno. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did beat Copy Vegeta.
That's not a main arc. Doesn't count.
Beat baby
It's the
Vegeta.
title arc,
Beat
but we
baby
don't count
Vegeta.
it.
Exactly, baby Vegeta. Well,
Baby Vegeta.
well, he didn't have the dummy. The dummy was the real Vegeta. And
anyway.
then
Let's
after that,
let's be honest here though. Vegeta with a dummy, he lost.
Yeah.
That's Goku
he
beating
didn't
Vegeta.
know at the time. Okay, just all right.
It hurts me. I love Vegeta.
And then like even with Jiren, like he still needed help with Frieza.
Yeah.
So he never beat any main arc villains in this whole series.
Yeah.
So
Which is odd because it's still the Goku show.
yeah, exactly.
And it's also weird
It's
because.
like, oh, look how I can lose, and how much more powerful other people are.
But isn't that the okay? So
That was the whole premise behind Super.
Yeah, like we're gonna probably just
talk about
hit all these ones, but like the whole point of this is that like Saiyans get stronger as they get defeated.
Well, it was more or less like no matter how strong these guys get, like there's other universes, and even in those universes, like there are stronger people. You have to keep in mind, Jiren is part of the lower mortality leveled universes. Like there are other universes that weren't a part of this universe.
There were
like,
four of them that
Tournament
were
of Power.
exempt.
But
Yeah.
they did
Because their
explain-
mortality level, which is basically their power level as an average as a universe,
It's
Was-
more
is
than
no,
higher than the rest.
It wasn't the power level, was it? It was just the amount of people that they had.
It's the amount of people. It's the quality of life. It's the.
I took that as power levels.
It's like.
Because Beerus never intervened with his like the mortals of his universe.
But like other God of Destruction do. Like when there's an actual yes.
Yeah, like when they got
When the-
Toppo
Yeah.
as a destruction.
Yeah, when the Supreme Kai and the
Yeah.
God of Destruction work together, that creates the four best universes. Like they actually have
Whereas
a functioning
Beerus just-
universe.
He
Let's-
basically created a dictatorship where he can sleep for several thousand
Yeah.
years.
The
Let's
Supreme Kai doesn't do. Fuck.
let's hit
Yeah,
the main
it's
points on this one.
stupid.
I feel like there's a whole other podcast in the whole Gods of Destruction thing
Yeah.
for later on down the track.
All right.
We're gonna skip the
Probably
Tafu
already
arc
talked about it before.
We're gonna skip the Tafu because
yeah,
we
we
talked a
skipped
lot
on it
about
a
that
lot,
already.
yeah.
It's the worst arc. It's the Super 17 arc of the show. The next one, Future Trunks Saga.
All right.
We got Super Saiyan Rage.
Which was
Out of
It
it?
did. It
We
was
got-
actually pretty good.
Trunks
Especially
was
I saw a
when
clip
his
of that.
pupils
That's
went
pretty
away.
cool.
Yeah.
We
Remember when I
got
first saw that, and I was just like,
I shit
we
my
were
pants.
talking about it,
Yeah.
like when we were playing Star Wars, and I was like, "Oh no, it's a god form," and you're like, "No, it's not." It's
There was
just
no
normal."
way it was.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was.
And then I was like,
because-
"No, he went leaner. Like he didn't get bigger. He went leaner." And you're like, "What?" And then you went back and watched it. And you're like, "Holy shit, it's a god form!"
Well, I thought purely like God form would never be achieved unless you either trained for it or it was like Super Saiyan God specifically. Yeah. And then Nathaniel pointed out, he got leaner, like he got skinny like they do in Super Saiyan God, and kind of blue, but
he
really.
got like Super Trunks, fluffy hair.
Yeah.
Like he got Ultra Trunks.
Yeah.
We also get Trunks with blue hair without being Super Saiyan blue instead of purple hair.
Yeah. That was a shit show and a half.
I don't know what the deal is there.
Because like even
conspiracies,
even like they say, they were just fixing it because Bulma's hair originally was blue and
but then
meant
Bulma's
to match.
hair was like.
Bulma's hair's still blue. It was
it's
purple in the series. It was meant to be blue, and then they fucked
it's
it
blue
up.
and ball, and then it slowly
it changes like
to greenish
through Dragon Ball, and then it just goes to Z where she has purple hair, and then she gets blue hair.
Wait, she's purple hair in Z?
It's like a greeny.
It's like a teal.
Yeah.
I've always thought it was like an aqua blue.
Yes.
Very first
Like a
episode,
greeny
she had, like
blue.
a purpley grey.
Yeah, it's like her.
But that was the thing. Everyone was like, "Oh, well, why the fuck does Trunks have purple hair?" And then in Super, even though Kid Trunks still had purple hair.
Yeah, but Trunks' hair is white.
What?
It's like grey, isn't it?
Who's
in the series,
Trunks.
but in
Yeah.
the manga, his hair was supposed to be blue.
No, in the manga, when like
it was-
Toriyama's did his own coloured
purple.
pages, it's purple.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
why the fuck
Straight
did they
up.
do
I know,
that?
that's
That's the
makes
thing, yeah.
no
And
sense.
then everyone like lost their shit.
But Trunks'
because-
hair in Dragon Ball Z is like
Purple.
grey.
Yeah.
It's that purple. It's like a
like a
lavender.
grey-
It's a very light purple, but it's still purple.
It's like
Okay.
lavender.
Okay.
I must be partly
It's
colorblind.
kinda-
that.
Because as far as I can see, it's like silvery white.
It's kind of like a lilac type thing, but
Yeah.
not
Right.
really. Yeah.
It's-
But that's the thing. Like everyone shut their pants when Future Trunks came back and he had blue hair.
Do you remember that? Sorry.
And everyone thought, oh, maybe he like dyed his hair or something. But before Bulma even saw him, I forget who found him. It was someone. They were like, oh, a boy's just come back. Oh, they've appeared here.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, does he have blue hair? And like, does he kind of look like Trunks? And it's like, well, yeah, kind of. And she's like, oh my god. And then she knew it was like Future Trunks.
It just doesn't make
Weird.
any
As
sense.
if like she
Weird.
knew him with blue hair, but he's
Yeah.
never been back since Cell Saga.
Oh,
Yeah, like his. I don't.
But yeah, so everyone like shat their pants when he had blue hair.
The fact that he has a bowl cut and Vegeta doesn't annoys me. Anyway.
You reckon?
Yeah.
What would you prefer?
Vegeta
him
with a
having,
bowl
like,
cut?
A
No, I would.
mini Vegeta type hairstyle, like without the receding line, maybe like a couple of hair coming down.
Yeah.
shorter a
Like I
little bit.
basically like the fact that Gohan has kind of the. Gohan has like the perfect hairstyle
He
for like
got
a kid.
close to Goku.
Yeah, exactly.
He did.
He
And
looks.
then he grew up.
Yeah, like when you
But
look
he's
at
also half Saiyan.
when you look at his hair. Yeah, but so is Trunks.
Yeah, but
he could have inherited
Bulma
that.
has the coloured hair. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Chi-Chi
like,
doesn't.
okay, well, I'm just gonna go with like genetics now. But like that color hair isn't gonna make the baby's hair lighter than his father's.
The only other thing that I can say is that
'Cause it'd be a recessive
Dr.
gene.
Breach,
Exactly.
Dr. Breach has purple hair, like in.
Did he?
Unless,
Yeah, he has purple
but the thing is, unless, which is not possible, but unless a Saiyan has a recessive gene for that hair color, the baby will come out with the dominant gene,
mean,
which
that's
which
how
we
they-
know. Let's be fair, Saiyans are the dominant gene.
Yeah, and also
You say that, but Goten and Trunks didn't get tails.
Yeah,
and
well,
that's
no, the
technically-
tails are a recessive gene.
That's
in
what they say
hybrid.
though. But
Yeah.
if Saiyans is the more dominant gene,
Yeah.
then it shouldn't be.
No, but Goten's hair is almost identical to Goku's.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
guess
it's
it's
just go on. Chi-Chi cut it that way, didn't
Yeah.
she?
yeah. Chi-Chi cut it
Because
that
she
way.
missed Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that he can do that, like, you look at Trunks' hair and tell me you can get that to Vegeta's style.
You just gotta do Dragon Ball Evolution,
job.
right?
'Cause it all just
Imagine just Goten is like, he does his hair up, and then he goes to put it down, but then it spikes back up because he wants the gel to set.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, go to hell. Go to hell.
What did we think of Future Mai? I think Mai is an important character. In
I
that
don't
arc.
mind the fact that Trunks has found someone.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
don't mind that at all. Like
Yeah.
I'm so okay with that.
That's a
Especially
good idea.
it being Mai, because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's someone who's already in the
Yeah,
art. Like,
and
the
like
story.
that that's
Yeah.
set up for young Mai and young Trunks to get together. I mean, technically she's still like a 40-year-old woman, but
yeah. Like that's
So
the
was
only
Future Mai though.
the 40 Future Mai
no.
would be
So I'm
like
saying like
Oh,
Kid Mai now,
Yeah.
like she was an adult.
Yeah, I know, but
And
so was
now-
Future Mai, and then she went back to being a baby, and then she grew up again.
It's
So
all.
she's
Oh wait, let's
also-
not talk
it's
about that
all-
because that's real fucked up.
Yeah,
Like-
that's real confusing.
Yeah, no, that.
Did
Leave
that
it.
happen though?
Well,
No,
she-
that's the
it
thing,
would
like,
have
no,
to be, or else she'd be an old lady.
Yeah, she'd be 80.
Yeah, because his timeline is basically all the same up until Goku dies of a heart.
Yeah, so that's fucked up. Anyway, what
Well, no, it'd be like meeting a vampire that's 600 years old, but she's like, 20. Like,
what did we think of Goku Black? And Zamasu. And
I fucking hated it.
really? Remember when we...
Not gonna
takes.
lie, my favorite
Hot takes.
scene is when, I can't remember specifically what happens, but...
When Piccolo does the YouTube tutorial.
No, Goku was fighting Goku Black and Zamasu at the same time. And he like beats the shit out of Goku Black, and then Zamasu like appears behind him.
And he just
then
goes...
he's just like, bam.
Because Goku Black tells Goku that he killed Goku.
That's right, that's what it was for, yeah.
He was like...
Confident Goku is the best fucking thing.
Yeah.
It was really good because he was getting smashed up, and then basically Goku Black... Zamasu stabbed... Goku Black stabbed through Zamasu because he's immortal into Goku. And then Goku was like, I'm so injured and hurt, I'm so sad. And then Zamasu's like, tell him what you did to his family. And then Goku Black's like, yeah, I stole your body and then killed your family with it. And he's like, you fucking what?
He knew, but like just hearing it from the murderer's mouth, I think that gave him his rage boost.
He never knew. It was more of
He didn't. He was told. Like Trunks told him what happened to the family.
Yeah, but he said that they were dead. He never said how it happened.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, I took your body and then I killed them with your body.
Well, they're
like,
dead.
They thought it was their dad and husband killing them.
Yeah, but you got to remember, at this point, that Goku comes from yet another timeline. The body of Goku Black comes from yet another timeline where that Goten and Chi-Chi died. So Trunks wouldn't have actually known about it because Goku Black wouldn't have actually told him.
This is true.
Yeah.
Either plot hole or that was...
This arc is super fucked for the time.
Oh, when it isn't time travel.
Yeah, but then right at the end,
Z
like,
is okay.
Z does it once.
Yeah.
Where they just like go...
And sell from a future timeline.
But by the end of it...
And then it goes back and then back.
They pretty much did the same thing. But by the end of it, you realise that there was a time ring that they never explained. They're like, oh, there's a time ring. There was another anomaly, but they never explained where that came from.
In the manga, they explain one of them at least as the first time traveler.
Maybe it was all a bad idea.
Exactly.
Maybe we should
Time Baker Bardock. Time Baker Bardock.
Baking time Bardock.
Bardock cookies.
Maybe we should stop. Maybe it's all a mistake. All anime is a mistake.
Vegeta Blue. Is he cool or was he not? Was he there for not a long time? Was he here for a good time?
He was here for a bad time. No, Vegeta Blue. I liked Vegeta Blue.
Sorry.
So he basically was just like he rocked up just after. It was just after Merge Zamasu, right?
Yeah, Merge Zamashu's been hanging around for like 2
then,
episodes. Goku does this big Kamehameha.
And was it Gawasu or Shin that was like, oh, here's my earrings?
I think they're Gawasu's earrings.
Yeah.
But Shin's and them, they come back and like, we just like wished ourselves together with the Dragon Balls. And then they like just did a stupid retcon and said
it was really fucking annoying that like half of those wishes were just like sort of like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They're like used the Super Dragon Balls like 5 times in that arc, and it was all just behind the scenes. They're like, oh yeah,
the defusing is the Namekian balls. I'm pretty sure. It's the Namekian balls. The defusing of Shin and Kibito.
No, not that. I mean, like
the other one.
Where
Goku,
where Zamasu was like, I wish to be immortal, and Goku's like, Goku Black Zamasu was like, I wish to be Goku, and they did all that. And then in their timeline, they destroyed the Super Dragon Balls.
So they destroyed the Kyron.
Because they didn't want anyone else to...
that's not how that works.
This is such a pain.
They killed
this hurts my head.
Yeah, it was a really complicated
This
arc.
is ridiculous.
Maybe we should
Why would they do
talking
this?
about it and
move on. We'll be here for 4 days.
Vegeta Blue. The only thing I don't like about it is that they retcon the Patara earring to say, they do have a time.
Yeah, that was kind of annoying, but it did also make sense because it was like, that's why they split up inside Buu.
Because they never did explain that. Everyone just assumed it was Super Buu's magic.
They did sort of explain that with Super, so that was good.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that got.
So they were sort of just like, if they had.
So what's the time limit?
It's an hour.
It's an hour.
But they only had like 5 minutes.
But then what about Shin and Kibito Kai?
Because
they're Kais. Yeah. So it was like the mortals, if they use it, it's different. And that's why the
Right.
Kais were like, it's for always, because that's how they knew it'd be, because they're Kais.
Oh, because every time a Kai did it, it was always okay.
And even if
but
it's
does
like-
that explain the witch and the Kai? Because I guess
Yeah.
there's one Kai, and
Yes.
that makes it okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, so...
All right, yep. All right, I'll take that as an explanation.
Yeah, they did that, and then...
I won't think about it too much because this is hurting my head.
It was really cool, because Vegeta Blue and Merge the Master, they fought for a while. And then Vegeta had the upper hand, then Merge the Master had the upper hand. And when Merge the Master was about to finish Vegeta Blue off, he did Spirit Sword.
Because like, he had his sword out, and then Vegeta
Yeah.
just, that's the coolest
Yeah,
fucking...
I think it's the best thing, because Goku, Black, and Zamasu were using their energy swords the whole time. Like, they were like, they had their blades on,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
And then Merge Zamasu was about to finish off Vegeta Blue with the sword again. And it was like the most annoying move, because they kept on like getting
Stabbing
Goku and
everyone.
Vegeta with that. Like, Vegeta got smashed because of that. And then when they were just about to do it, Vegeta does his Spirit Sword.
Does he have Spirit Sword?
Yeah.
When he like
He gets his own.
he like shoots
That's
it.
right. No, because I always thought it was Gogeta that had Spirit Sword.
No,
Tell me
Vegeta
about
has.
it. Gogeta has
He gets
the
that
opportunity.
sparkle
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah, Spark Ball. Yeah.
So Vegeta
Just
uses
pulling it off the
that,
game's
and it was
canon
like
at this
the
point.
most redeeming part of that whole episode was just like, oh my fucking god, they finally got back.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
And then they beat him up for a long time.
I want to watch this
They did
arc just to
final Kamehameha.
understand what you guys have been talking about for the last because it doesn't make any
No,
goddamn
the
fucking
future
You
sense
still
to me
won't
right
understand
now.
when you watch it.
It is fun. Like, you'll think you'll have it, and then they'll throw in, like, 5 new things, and you're like, fuck everything.
It's really complicated.
It's like... And that's just a writing issue. And, like, it sucks because, like, even...
Is it a writing issue or is it a translation issue?
writing.
Writing is definitely
Because
writing.
even Toyotaro, when he gets around to it, he also fucks up everything. Like, this... Yeah.
And Yajirobe's still alive.
Oh, yeah!
Good! Good!
Yeah, like, you know, they're like, oh, the
like
androids
Yajirobe.
killed everybody, but Yajirobe was still alive the entire
Yeah,
time.
Yajirobe's the best!
But,
Yajirobe's gonna be around at the end of time,
but he died
his sword,
when that whole universe was
probably.
erased.
Smoking
No,
weed with that cat.
Yajirobe is God.
Yajirobe's...
Sensu beans.
Yeah.
Keeps him alive
I
forever.
love
Yeah.
how they did sort of
Give me
like,
them beans!
they did sort of hint in Dragon, like with all the theories in Dragon Ball about Yajirobe being just a naturally strong human. How he's like, I'm so lazy, but I'm really strong.
Yeah.
They like sort of did the whole thing. It's like if he actually gave a damn, he would be like the human version of Frieza.
Yeah.
Like he
But he
would
does-
be like
I mean,
really strong without really trying.
Doesn't he cut off the tail?
Kind of Vegeta's
Vegeta's
great
tail?
tail,
Yeah.
Like he's
Like
actually
that takes some.
he's actually
that takes
a really
some strength.
fucking
And also it's a
strong
real sharp
human.
sword.
Yeah,
so.
but yeah, one strike. That's
He's a really strong human.
Yeah.
But like
He just
that
doesn't
was the
get-
whole theory. It's like if he actually tried, he would be as strong as Frieza, or like about that. Sort
Yeah,
of
that
level.
kind of level, yeah.
yeah,
because-
but he's happy to eat beans and
Yeah.
smoke weed.
That was a
and
difference, yeah.
chill
Yeah,
out,
like,
man.
Because
He's
he
real,
didn't want to take over anything. He was just
Yeah,
like,
Yajirobe's a real chill bro.
Fish, dude. Like,
Yeah.
real chill, bro.
I want to be Bean Daddy.
We get that little mini arc following it where it's like Goku vs. Raleigh, which I
Yeah.
love that episode.
I liked how they like redid Goku for a bit there, because at one point in this filler episode, Goku was a security guard and he's had his hair swept back.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fuck this job, and he does this and his hair pops back up.
And not even like a power
Was it like
just,
was it like
buff?
putting a dig at evolution? Was that what that was?
I don't think Japan gives a fuck about evolution.
Yeah.
They don't.
For them, like... It's,
Apart from Toriyama coming out and being like, "That's a piece of shit."
yeah, because Toriyama loves, like, American movies.
Yeah, he loves Hollywood.
I liked seeing Vegeta in his suit. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just like seeing him in anything but his Saiyan armor.
Yeah.
So did you like his
Seeing
baseball
Vegeta in
outfit? His base...
Vegeta
mind
in normal
that.
clothes is the best.
Yeah.
He's a bad man.
I got that pop vinyl for you.
Yeah, Batman.
We're not gonna
Vegeta.
fuck with
Yeah,
it.
I've got him too.
I'm
He's
gonna
great.
fuck with it.
Okay.
Bad.
Batman Vegeta.
I love that baseball episode. It's so fun. I like love this arc because it's ridiculous. For me, it's like kind of the best Super gets is this like arc between Future Trunks and the Tournament of Power. It just
Because the Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Yeah.
Oh.
because there's also the Goku vs Hit fight where they kill him on Christmas.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was Christmas our timeline.
Okay. Interesting.
That's right. Yeah, Goku died.
Yeah, and then he's like because Hit kills him. He hires Hit to kill him.
For training.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like talks to Whis to talk to Vados to get Hit to take
Come
Hit
over.
out onto Goku. It was like this huge thing too because you didn't know why, and like you just seen how strong Hit was and how much stronger than Goku he was, and you're like, holy crap, this is actually really serious. And like there was an episode where Hit just goes into like this building and all of these people are after him, and he just kills someone and then disappears, and no one even knows he walked in.
That's ridiculous.
And like he goes like it's sort of spoiled if you really think about it, because he wouldn't have been able to travel to Universe 7 without Vados.
Yeah.
But he did travel to Universe 7 to fight Goku, and Goku, the whole time Goku's like walking around, he even like bumps into Bulma, and Bulma like goes to punch him and he dodges, and she hates it. Like, she's like, why did you dodge? And like that was like a huge thing.
The Great Saiyaman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened in Super.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was
I think
actually
I
really
repressed
good.
that, actually.
That was really. It was
That's a thing.
It was an actual
Yeah.
threat to like humankind, and like Gohan was hired to do Great Saiyaman stunt stuff. Like, so there was an actor that was playing Great Saiyaman in the movie, and then they were like, you're really good at stunt stuff, so they hired him to be the stunt man.
They also said he kind
basically-
of looks like the real
Yeah.
Great Saiyaman.
Of course he does.
And
Of course he
was like-
does.
Because he was wearing the outfit at the time, and they were like, "Oh, you kind of look like him," so that kind of works. And he was like, "Yeah, I kind of look
And
like him."
basically, Jacko the Galactic Patrolman brought a really bad alien.
It was like
guy.
a parasite.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
right.
he inhibited the actual actor for Great Saiyaman, and he tried to break up Goku and
Videl.
Gohan and Videl.
Yeah.
like
Why?
there was this huge like
Because
thing
he was into
about it.
Videl and also didn't really like Gohan.
Yeah, he was
And
into
Videl didn't
Videl.
pay any
He
attention
hated-
to him because she's married.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he-
fucking what?
Yeah.
So basically, what happened is that he hired.
They got a kid on the way, don't they?
Wait, no,
There's already a kid.
At that time,
basically
they
They're already a
hired-
kid. Fucking
They
Jesus.
hired Ariana Grande. They hired Ariana Grande. So basically, at this point, Japan was going through this whole thing where they were like idolizing Ariana Grande. She
Yeah.
was in a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, she's in a mobile Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I know.
She was in. She like an avatar of Ariana Grande was in Dragon Ball Super, and she that was her.
In that episode.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember
Do
that
you remember
at
the
all.
actress that
No.
was like supposedly the damsel in distress for Great Saiyaman?
No.
Basically, they like the main actor for Great Saiyaman hired her to flirt with Gohan and then kiss him, and then he was like, "Oh, I didn't want to kiss you. I didn't mean to do that. No, thank you." And then he went back home to Videl, and then the actor showed up and is like, "I've got photos of them kissing," and Videl's like, the episode ends there, and then. The next episode is sort of just like Videl going, "I don't fucking believe you."
Good, because she's a good woman who
Yeah.
sticks by her man.
Yeah, and she was just like, Gohan would never do that. And then he
Okay,
really
I'm
pissed
sorry I
off.
asked about the Great Saiyaman.
Yeah.
This sounds like a cluster.
And then there was like this big parasite dude, basically Godzilla vs. Great Saiyaman. And he goes super Great Saiyaman.
Super Great Saiyaman.
And then following this, we get the Universe Survival arc starts, and it is the longest arc. It is 54 episodes, as opposed to the other ones, which are like 12 to 20 episodes. Like, this is long.
All of these arcs are pretty short compared to a standard.
You have to keep in mind though,
Arc.
it was like 80 fighters in
Yeah.
the survival arc,
Yeah.
whereas the other ones are like
2 to 3.
I'm just like, this is like almost half the show. It's,
Yeah.
No, not quite. I'm gonna
It's a
call it.
third. It's about a third.
Yeah.
Just over a third of the show is just
Like,
the survival
that's
arc.
kind of weird. That's a Dragon Ball Z length. As opposed to Super, which was pretty brisk. We get the Zen Exposition match, which was fun. That's
exhibition. Yeah.
yeah, that's the Gohan Goku Majin Buu versus
The Triad to Dangers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. I like when Majin Buu actually gets to fight.
Mm.
And Gohan being cool. He's
Is
like,
that when
I'm
they put him-
blind and I'm fighting you like Daredevil.
Is that when they put him to sleep?
No, they put him to
Following
sleep
this, yeah.
just before the actual Tournament of Power.
Oh,
So
good.
there's the preliminaries, and then there's like they have 48 hours to
Yeah.
like get their team together.
To
I know-
finalize the
Yeah.
team.
Well,
Right.
at one point, Boo fought Goku in Super Saiyan Blue when he
Yeah.
had his Super Boo form, and then
Almost.
like 12 hours before the Tournament of Power, or not even that, like
Yeah.
6 hours. They were like, "Oh, Boo's asleep, and you can't wake him up at all."
And then they got Frieza instead.
Yeah, so Goku was like,
That was a
"Listen, it's a crazy idea," and everyone was like, "That's a fucking crazy."
Oh yeah,
idea."
Vegeta was pissed.
Of course he would be. Vegeta, that was the thing that actually was interesting about the idea, is that at the end of the day, after all the Z and Super stuff, one of Vegeta's character traits is that he still holds Frieza responsible for everything that happened to his planet and his people. He holds a deep-seated hatred. Did that play out?
No.
Good. Fucking great.
I think that's another plot line that'll be picked up because Beerus commissioned that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, like, will he ever find out that Beerus did it? What will that mean for their relationship? Or they'll be like, oh, you're cool.
Well, the thing
still
is-
want to be a god of destruction.
Does he, though? Like, he's never really
I feel like
said...
he'd want to.
I feel before
What, Vegeta?
Bra came along,
Yeah.
he wanted to. But then after Bra, like, nah, family's cool.
Bulla.
Bra.
Bulla.
Bulla's stupid.
Well, they say Bulla in English because they didn't want to offend their English fans. And
Yeah.
Is it
Bulla?
in the dub?
Bulla with a
I thought it
Japanese.
was subbed.
I thought the pronunciation was Bola.
It was Bulla, and it was like because in a Japanese accent, what
Yeah.
does Bulla sound like?
Like
Burra.
Bora.
Buddha.
Yeah.
Buddha.
So they just called it that.
B-U-R-A.
That's why they called it Bulla.
Buddha.
That was the whole
Big
thing.
fat.
I know that because they're
Not
massive
Buddha.
X.
Buddha.
Oh, yeah, you watch his videos too?
Yeah. So
Um,
does he.
What was your favorite recruiting?
Shout out.
What's your favorite recruiting episode? Like
I think it would have to be the 17.
17's. I like this cinnamon topography of that.
Cinematography.
Cinnamon topography.
Cinnamon topography. Sounds like a really
Citizen
good.
Kane.
No,
How long have we gone?
we're going a bit. I think like we can now start wrapping it up because pretty much from here we've talked about on our channel.
Yeah.
Basically, it's from episode 100 onward. We've got an
You guys have
episode
done
for each.
episode for each one, so yeah.
We considered going back and doing it. We're like, no, we don't care that much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going a bit long, aren't we?
Yeah.
And this one had a bunch of new characters, as you'll know, and returning characters like Tien, Krillin, Piccolo, Roshi.
I must admit, my favorite recruitment episode probably was Tien and Roshi. Purely because
How
was
long do
very
those guys
Dragon Ball.
last?
They were the first.
Roshi-
longer than
Krillin.
Krillin. Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, Krillin.
Krillin's first to go. Yeah.
Roshi put up a really good fight before he left, and that was the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Krillin put up a really good fight.
Is
put up
Roshi
a-
in like his full-on muscle-bound mode?
He does that at some point. He actually, like Krillin gets rid of, 5 guys before he gets kicked out or
Yeah.
something? And Roshi does, about the same numbers, I think maybe 7.
The only
Yeah.
difference is Krillin just gets sideswiped, whereas, it's just completely,
Yeah.
he's unaware,
Yeah.
whereas Roshi fights until he's, nearly dead.
And then
He's still going.
Vegeta
He's just
throws
like-
him off to save his
No,
dad.
Vegeta. No, Roshi
that it?
falls off.
Yeah, he tells him to fuck off.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then he
And
falls
he
off,
just,
and then
like-
Krillin gives him a sensu bean immediately.
Yeah, that was a really cool episode because Master Roshi looked like he was going to die, and Goku and Krillin started crying.
Yeah,
Because they
Yeah, it
didn't
was,
want his
really
master to die.
sentimental.
Yeah.
and then Goku's
And
like,
Goku-
I shouldn't go blue, and then
Oh,
he sees
yeah.
Roshi dying, like, I'm going blue!
Yeah, he beats the shit out of. Oh, that's right, because he was in his own fight.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
was
then-
getting, swallowed by that blue dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he just went Super Saiyan Blue and went and saved Roshi.
It's a
And then-
really good episode. It's probably one of my favorite episodes of
Roshi
the
actually
Cool.
got into that state because he saved Vegeta. Like, he kicked Vegeta away from Frost.
Frost.
Yeah.
And Batama.
Cool. I want to see that because
No, yeah.
yeah. It's been
We also Android 17 and 18 returned. Kale and Khalifa, who fused to become Kefla, who I like, everyone hates.
I liked it.
True Golden Freezer, because he
Yeah.
did some mind training.
so he doesn't have that.
Because in
Well,
hell.
he's bound in hell, remember?
So he just does mind
He
Yeah.
just does a lot of mind training fighting Goku.
Oh, that hell.
Gohan comes back. We get some new Namekians. I don't know the names. Namekian 1 and Namekian bigger.
where they absorbed like
The whole planet,
the
basically.
whole
Yeah.
planet, and they still fucking lost to one Namekian.
Yeah.
Because
insane
Piccolo's
power.
fucking dope.
Yeah.
Piccolo fused with a god. Like Kami's god.
Yeah, that's true.
Piccolo's
Kami
awesome.
was around for a very long time, and he was training the entire
The whole
time.
planet.
He had the fucking...
Fuck me, Dad. The whole
Well,
planet.
okay, look, put it this way. Kami was able to create Dragon Balls. The ability to grant any wish you want. That's some fucking
They
power.
didn't just
Nearly,
absorb the warrior clan though. They also got the dragon clan, which is the clan
Yeah.
that can create dragon.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, like, who knows if that even exists in Universe 6? They didn't actually say that. They just said that they absorbed all of the Namekians, and they probably didn't even train. Maybe they're like Earthlings, and they're just like, oh, I'm just fucking around.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when you look at, like, a regular Namekian from our saga, they all got fucking fucked by general people. The only one that was worth a damn was Nail.
Yes.
The rest of them were, Guru and Dende. Yeah!
Did you guys miss those albino Namekians?
We also get the Universe 2 Yardrat.
Yeah, that
Which
was
is
cool.
weird,
that was
but cool,
really cool.
yeah.
Because it was like, who fought him? I can't remember.
Goku.
Was it?
Yeah.
Goku
You can-
fought him for a bit, but they didn't end up Was it Frieza? Frieza fucking
Frieza
almost
fought him
killed
for a
him.
sec.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
that's how he like eliminated him, because Frieza, like everyone thought Frieza was just like killing people, but he would like just fucking death beam them in all of these places where they wouldn't die. But there was nothing in the rules about them dying after they were eliminated. So he'd just like fatality them.
Basically.
And
We
then
just
just
Delayed
knock them off.
death.
Yeah.
Like, oh, once you're out of
So
here, you're fucked.
He knocked him out pretty much and then tossed him off. And he did that to a couple of people.
We have 4 new forms in this arc.
Yeah.
We have Super Saiyan Berserker
Yeah.
for Kale.
Yeah.
We have...
Ultra Instinct.
It's my list, bitch. It's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolution.
Yeah.
And then Topo God of Destruction.
Mm.
And then Ultra Instinct. And there's 2 Ultra Instincts.
Omen and Ultra.
So there's 6. You can talk.
Oh, I was just waiting.
Like,
I was just thinking.
there's a lot. It's stupid.
There's also
That's
like
5,
that
not
weird.
6.
There was also that form that Kale had after she like mastered
true.
Controlled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but it wasn't really Berserker at that point. It was just like
No,
controlled.
because it wasn't nearly as
controlled
strong.
legendary.
Because
I
before,
guess.
like, she just
Like,
walked through a fucking
Kamehameha.
Kamehameha from
Super Saiyan
Blue
Blue
Goku. Whereas before...
They nerfed him so fucking bad.
Yeah, like, after that, like, she couldn't even stand up to Super Saiyan 2 Goku.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. The power difference.
Yeah.
What did we think?
Oh, wow. How fucking unseen that was when it came to power scaling in that series. They
power
did so
scaling.
well in Z.
Well, they did fairly well.
No, Z's fairly constant. It's just continually going up.
It was mostly the
Everything's more powerful
Yeah.
than the last thing.
And like everyone like builds off, whereas this one is just like, oh, let's just
Well,
Yeah,
they
there's
tried to keep
branching
everyone
stuff.
else there.
yeah.
the way
'Cause
they
the thing
sort of
with-
explain it with Super was, oh, they didn't try as hard as these people,
Yeah,
but then they
but
tried harder later.
Specifically with that Kale encounter, though, like, you don't think Goku would be trying his hardest to fucking destroy her? She went from 4
Actually,
foot tall to 7.
That reminds me of another point that I wanted to bring up.
That would scare the shit out of me.
That
If I
doesn't.
saw some skinny chick get fucking buff and like 2 feet taller than me, I'd throw everything at her. Either that or I'd be running the other way. I wouldn't
Yeah,
fucking
but-
half-ass that.
And that's why you're
also
not-
You can sit there and be like,
all the
oh yeah,
evil.
no, I'll just kind of, try and hit her, see what happens.
Yeah, but this is also.
He
like,
got
universal.
fucked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It does.
Then
make
she
sense.
controlled it and she became a bitch. Stupid. Stupid. I don't like it.
But she also like ran out of ki really fast when she went into Berserker, which is like another thing. But that's something else I wanted to bring up with the manga and the anime sort of thing. In the Black arc in the manga,
Yeah.
Goku does Hakai.
Does he?
Yeah,
I don't know about that, but
Okay.
I believe you.
there was this whole thing about it when like we got to the Universe Survival arc. And Frieza could control the Hakai, but Goku was like, I can't, I'm weak. But then, like, in the manga, Goku's like, Hakai. He does it against, I think it was Goku Black or Zamasu. But it doesn't really work properly.
Well, here's the question, though. Did at any point, when that episode and that part of the manga were written, did at any point any of those people actually have communication before they released them?
No.
Like, I bet they got the outlines, and then one of them went,
Toei
huh.
and Toyotaro don't really talk. The only time that I think Toyotaro had talked to Toei was when him and Toriyama were designing characters for the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
Like, those are the only, like... And there's, like, a breakdown of, like, each character, I mean, who designed who. Like, some of them
Yeah.
were collaboration, some of them were
You can
separate.
tell which ones were who.
Yeah.
I had a thing I wanted to bring up, based on the discussion we had off the last episode, and the whole Ultra Instinct thing. Because it still bums me out that there's like an episode and a half of Ultra Instinct, and then they do nothing.
Of complete. There's quite a bit of Omen.
Yeah, but they we talked about how like that form is specifically for him when he's at his limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with that, is that every other form he's ever had has been about him hitting his limits.
To
Like,
a
he
degree.
only is able to reach Super Saiyan because he's up against Frieza and is completely fucked and has got nowhere else to go.
And-
then his emotions kick in,
Yeah.
which allow him to go to the next level.
Yeah.
He's only able to hit Super Saiyan 2 because they're facing a threat that is going to push them to their limits, and they have to go train to the point where they have to go beyond Super
To be
Saiyan.
fair, we never saw him get to Super Saiyan 2.
I'm sorry, did you guys even see
just
the last
trained it.
episode where Vegeta said that Saiyans have no limits?
No, but like we don't see him go to Super Saiyan 2 in that one, but he does do it in Like we see in the
We
Buu
see him
saga.
do it in the Buu saga,
Yeah.
but
We
we
never
never
see him
saw
get
him
to it.
like
No.
have the need to do it. He was just like, "Oh, my son did it, and now I can do it because I'm the same."
My
as
son did it.
Yeah, but also he's dead training off in the
yeah,
thing.
no, I
so
know,
like
yeah.
he's got like,
That's what you're
but
saying.
what I'm saying is that like every form is the form that they reach when they hit their limit. That's the thing.
The difference
So
is,
like, is there going to be a form now beyond this, or
I don't think
like
so.
I feel
why?
like there's not really anywhere else they can go past Ultra Instinct, because this Ultra Instinct is literally like, I can dodge everything.
Yeah.
I can hit
I
with my
dodge
fullest
and
power.
hit without thinking at
Yeah.
all.
But we also said last time that there is definitely the possibility that with other universes out there with more powerful beings than we've ever seen before.
I think Ultra Instinct can get stronger.
Yeah.
I don't.
Is that the way they're going to go about it? Like Ultra Instinct
Whis has
itself
Ultra
gets
Instinct
stronger?
as well, and yet he's only the 8th strongest person
Yeah.
out of all of the universes.
And he can probably stack Super Saiyan on top of it for extra power. Or
That's what
something.
I was thinking. Like, it's...
Yeah, maybe he'll
so
hit
now they
harder
have...
when they do hit.
They literally
But
have
the thing
3
is-
different types of transformations now. Because you've got... Well, when I say transformations, I mean other things. But, like, you've got Kaioken, which is a technique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got Super Saiyan, which is transformation. And also
Great
other
name.
sorts of things, which are transformations. And then you've got Ultra Instinct, which is technically a state of being, not a transformation.
It also takes
So-
a massive toll on him,
Yeah.
whereas Whis is just constantly.
So he could literally just be like, Ultra Instinct Blue Kaioken times 50! Like, they could do that if they really wanted to, because they're all 3 different types of things. And he is still
He
technically
can
a
stack all
Saiyan.
3.
And
Like, he
the
could
fight
even
in 3
fuse with-
seconds, but then he just
So
dies.
if that's the
and then do
distinction
that
you
again.
make, that makes sense. Like if Ultra Instinct is a state of being rather than a transformation, that makes more sense.
Well, it is
It-
because
it is
all
also-
of the gods of destruction are trying to attain that form. That's how they
Yeah.
said it. It wasn't
And like
saying
Beerus is trained
like,
for it.
Yeah.
it wasn't purely just for the Saiyans. Like it's
Anyone can
anyone.
do it.
For
Krillin
the,
could do it.
But for the Saiyans,
Chaozu.
it triggers their like
Chaozu can
genetics.
explode whenever he wants.
Chelsea goes Ultra
Whenever
Instinct
he-
is just
Yeah.
kamikaze attacks all over the place.
but
Fuck
for-
Snapper's
I
shit
want
up.
to see that fucking... I want to see that fan manga where Gotenks is like, super good kamikaze attack, and they're all Chaozu.
For Ultra Instinct, the reason why it does change his hair color is because it still taps into his genetics, and that's what
That part of the
changes
Super
him.
Saiyan. All right, cool.
And it does lead into the theory that like, well, the angels have white hair, he has white hair.
Right.
Might see Beerus with white fur, like,
Ooh.
like,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
If we were to get it, but
Money.
the whole
money.
thing is the whole thing as well has been
marketing.
the transformations and like the different colors.
Do
like
they get that
Massacre.
hipster hairstyle as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They get the fresh cut for the Chi-Chis. But
No, Whis just goes bald.
well, Massacre X did bring up the whole fact that all of the colors meant different types of chi, and he
Yeah.
like brought up that chart and it's like, well, this actually means this, and Kaioken was rage, like
Yeah.
a rage, like,
Yeah.
like a raging, and well, like
Blue is like the mind or
yeah,
something
it was
like that.
all
Yeah.
of those different types of chi,
Yeah.
and they all meant those sorts of things, and then white was like all power. So
It's about ego.
Yeah.
And that's what it literally translates. One of the literal translations is it's mastery of self movement, but it's also ego of movement or something like that. It's about ego. It's about yourself.
yeah,
So that's why, like, for Goku, it's like he loses himself to become like to not think, because to not think is to lose yourself. Whereas for
He's acting on instinct.
as opposed to himself.
Right.
Whereas for most Masu's white hair, that's him being completely self-absorbed, and it's him like wanting to fuck up every
To be
mortal.
fair, he technically absorbed himself.
Yeah, but that's how he gets his white hair to get the thumb. Like the white hair does play into that theory. Because white
Right.
people are so.
I mean, the only explanation I saw was that white is like they all play on the different levels of heat from a flame.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the basis.
Yeah,
of
and
it.
white's
So,
the
like,
hottest
yellow, and then you've got like
Yeah.
you've got blue,
You can also
and
say that,
green,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
pink, and then white is the hottest you can get.
They did always talk about heat as well while he was in Ultra Instinct. Like,
True,
it's
yeah.
heat.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Yeah.
it was pressure, wasn't it?
It was heat.
Heat.
They-
No,
Pressure was
they use the
God.
word heat a lot.
When they went like Super Saiyan God, they're like this pressure.
Yeah.
But with Ultra Instinct,
Oh,
they
with
said it was
Ultra
the heat.
Instinct.
They
yeah,
say
it was
heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
We should wrap
discuss
it.
that.
We should absolutely.
Is this a worthy successor to Dragon Ball Z?
I liked it.
I don't know how
That's
else
it.
they could have. Yeah, look. If this isn't, I don't know what else they could have done.
Yeah.
I think it's the perfect ramped up to like its own thing.
Yeah.
Like Super, I think needed to happen for them to be able to expand on the story.
It was.
I think it's the perfect way to do it.
It was also a good spin on the fact that they aren't alone. Like in GT, they had all of the people coming to Earth. Like everything was happening on Earth. Everyone was centered around Earth. Whereas with this, it was like, oh, you've got a god of destruction that's fucking ages away. Not only that, but there are other universes that you barely match up to.
It expands everything.
Yeah, like it just
gives them more perspective.
It gives you that wider eye perspective, and it just like.
Yeah,
it made more sense having people stronger because the other times they were like, oh, they were dormant, or you know,
or like
they
literally
were
created,
dead, or they were sealed away. But then this happened, which made them not be sealed away.
It's the age-old like superhero quandary of like, why does everything happen on Earth? Like of all the planets and all these systems and all the galaxies and all the universes, why does everything seem to happen to us? And that kind of. It's kind of helped that. Of cool. Not everything does have to happen on Earth. They can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Better or worse than GT?
Better.
I haven't seen GT, but I feel better.
From what I've seen, better.
Okay.
From what I've
seen,
I've watched all of GT, and like I said, the 60-something episodes that are in GT feel like a fucking marathon. Like it's just a slog to get from start to finish. But what I've watched of Super has been an easy watch. It's been fairly good. Like the bits I've seen, the storytelling's okay. There's new ideas in there.
Character development,
and
not just for Goku.
and also fan service that isn't shitty.
Yeah.
Like there's a tournament that happens in this one, which is nice. It's a good way to start something off again. That's what I think about Super. It feels like a good way to start again.
Yeah.
Not a good way to end, but a good way to start.
Yeah. You guys gonna rewatch it at any point?
Yeah, when all the dub comes out.
Yeah, I will watch it with all the dub.
Yeah, once the dub comes, definitely.
Cool. In that case, do you want to take us out, Dean, or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. Take it away, Dean.
I don't know why that was such a
Why
decision.
don't you take some time, think about it. We'll get a committee, get a Twitter poll up. Then you can make
We'll get our Patreon sorted for this. So check out our podcast, as I said at the start, the Amalgam Show. We'll talk about, what we care about, all the pop culture, everything that's going on. Well, not everything, but whatever we feel is notable.
Pretty dicey topic this week.
Yeah.
I love
we'll
dice.
See, we'll
it's
see
about dice.
So
Dungeons and Dragons.
I've been playing
So next week, obviously, with Dragon Ball Super ending, our discussion of the series is done. So next week, we'll replace our Super discussions.
Next week, sorry, I should have fixed that. Next week, we're taking a week off because he's traveling the country.
Sorry, yeah. Next week, we'll be not doing anything because we're not doing anything, but the week after that...
We'll be back.
We're back in 2 weeks.
Whatever.
We'll have, rather than our Super discussions, it will be called, World of Dragon Ball, or is that
something like that. We've still got to figure what it out.
I don't know. World of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Pedestal. That's probably not going to be a thing.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
I'm still leaning towards Dragon Ball Histories with a Z on the end.
That could, that could work. Yeah, we'll see what comes up. If you've got any suggestions,
please comment below.
We'll see what happens. We'll discuss like the different movies, the manga, and just anything to do with Dragon Ball itself.
Even tangentially related, like a character appears in Dragon Ball in a filler episode.
Yeah,
we're gonna read that manga.
Something like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The first one will be about.
Call it, and this is to go even further beyond.
I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that.
Let's just call it even further beyond.
Dragon Ball even further than beyond.
That's what it will be called.
Drop the mic.
Don't drop it. They're expensive. They're very expensive.
We already need another one. We don't need
we don't need to be down a mic.
So yeah, we'll be talking about the various movies, manga, and more things tied toward that.
One-stop shop for Dragon Ball.
So we'll be talking more about...
We're coming for you, Massacre.
Next week.
Coming for you.
Next week we'll be talking about
core teeth.
the core of the different mangas.
I like it.
So like Dragon Ball mangas, DBZ, Kai, and GT.
Ooh,
Yes.
Kai. That's a fun little discussion.
Well, it's basically DBZ, but
I'll be talking about the production as well of it. Like
Oh, there
all
you go.
these will also include production history, which will be very boring, but hopefully you'll find interest in it because I find lots.
I'll
of
still
interest
find
in it.
interesting.
Basically, next week
look, as long as we can talk about it, we've got a show.
I will. I have like questions in there. It's basically me giving a lecture,
Yeah,
and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll do
That's
that.
basically what the Amalgam show was when we first started.
Yeah, when I was doing news, it's just like cool.
We were like, that sounds shit. Next.
Except we
Oh,
know-
there's gonna be
we-
more news.
Except we all know like at least a little bit of Dragon Ball, so
Yeah.
we'll be able to banter.
I hope you do.
Wait, what's Dragon Ball?
Where am I?
Dude, I
What is
love it
this?
when Yugi like finds his
Yeah.
Bakugan.
Until next time.
Should we do a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast?
No,
I
I
love
don't like
when
you.
Yu-Gi-Oh wants to become Hokage.
So yeah, if you have any questions for the show, comment below, or you can contact us at our email, amalgamshow or amalgamshow@gmail.com, depending on how you pronounce it.
Goddamn Ash with his Metabots.
Metabots.
Jesus Christ. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like.
Oh, that
or
camera is
don't.
so dead, just
do
so
what
you
you
guys
want.
know that.
I'm not your mother, but you can subscribe and hit that bell if you want those notifications hitting yo sweet notifications.
Join the notifications.
Join the notifications army. On that note,
Check pause.
we will see you in the next video.
Bye, and up and dual wielding.
Bye.